Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We are I can't even talk. So excited to share with you about our quadplex. I don't know what a fiveplex would be, but we have 5 awesome products we're going to talk about tonight, and I can't wait to share with you. Miss Kirsten?
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you guys. The summer is about to be wrapped up. School is starting in about a week and a half here.
Woo-hoo!
We start August 10th, so trying to connect with some of my teacher friends to tell them about our awesome products that give them a bunch of energy, get them healthy, and help their immune system with all those bugs those kids are going to be bringing into school.
Oh, yes. And talking about those bugs, where do we start? Because I really think that every one of these products could help ward off those bugs. But when you said that, XFactor Plus came to mind.
Yeah, the XFactor Plus, that is one of our new products. Do you want me to go and talk about this stuff?
Research for y'all, so pay attention, Miss Research Bug over there. She's got something great for us.
Yeah, I watched a couple of videos, and guys, anytime you have some questions or you want to learn more about some of the products, you can search YouTube. One, you can definitely ask Eva and me. We can find the answer, or we know the answer, or whatever. But if you want to do some of your own research, you can also search Plexus and then the name of the product. And you'll probably come up with a lot of YouTube videos that you can watch. And some of these guys are just a wealth of information. Some are nutritionalists. Some are nurses, and they have great databases to search through. So our first product that we're going to talk about is the XFactor Plus. We have 2 multivitamin products. The XFactor, which is our original one, and that has, both of them are patent pending, which is awesome. That means no one can touch our formulas. But the XFactor Plus, it is a multi-mineral and vitamin supplement. They've got about 50 trace minerals and vitamins in it. It has the methylating B12 and the folate in it. It's very important. I think we both learned the word methylating last year about this time, right at Leaders Retreat. At Leaders Retreat, they always either launch a product or give you some new information. So they all learned about methylating, and it's very interesting. So the B12 and the folate in our XFactor and our XFactor Plus is the most natural, how do they say it? Most naturally formulated mineral or vitamin, so our bodies can use it most efficiently. With both of our XFactors, they have aloe vera. With the XFactor Plus, they only have the gel in it. The XFactor Original has the gel and the skin, but what they were finding out is most of the clinical studies just had the gel in it. So if you notice that some of these new products that we have all these clinical studies to back them up. And that's one thing I learned tonight watching one of the videos. A lot of people, a lot of products will say, oh, it has this ingredient and it's proven to blah, 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 do whatever. Well, what happens when they start making these products is they don't put the exact amount that was used in the studies, but we do. We stay up and up. We use the same exact, I know. It's another validation of why this company is so amazing. And just the faith that we have in this company and the products and our leaders is just incredible. So when we have these products that have when we can say clinically studied, clinically proven, we are using the exact amount of ingredients that were used in those studies. So that's incredible. So our XFactor helps, it's known to, Helen McFadden said it helped her with her hot flashes. So I don't know if I think we can say that it does help with the hot flashes.
Yes.
And guys, on any of this stuff, you go to your back office, you go to tools and scroll down to shareables, and there are tons of things that you can share. You can print them out. You can post them on your Facebook page. You can send them as private messages. You can email it. You can Twitter it. You can Instagram it. I mean, it's incredible. Yes, yes. And I think they have a video out on the new XFactor too. So always keep, I mean, they're constantly adding new shareables. And I'm going to go off on these tangents. But the XFactor, let's see. We all know that our vitamins and minerals are absorbed where? In your gut. And the XFactor helps absorb those vitamins and minerals into your system. So it's an amazing product. They added polyphenols, which is it's natural occurring in plants, and it helps increase the good bacteria and decrease the bad bacteria in your gut. So the products that we have got are just, and I keep hearing from some of our top leaders, we have only hit the iceberg on what's happening in the next year or two. And I thought we were blown away at Big Reveal. And then I thought we were really blown away at convention. And they're saying, guys, there's more coming. And I just, when they said that,
I can't even imagine what it could be.
Oh, I know. At convention when they were saying you're going to be completely blown away, and I was completely blown away. And what was so great is that I knew what they were talking about. I knew about the microbiome because I saw it I went to a TED Talk here in town. I know I keep talking about that thing, but it just was a third-party validation. And then I saw something on PBS talking about the same thing, and I'm like, I know what they're talking about. So it's really, really amazing. So the XFactor helps with hot flashes. It helps you absorb your vitamins and minerals better with the aloe vera in it. And we have the methylating B12 and the folic acid. And a lot of people, if you don't know, usually when you get your B12, you have to get it in a shot because it is not very absorbent. But this one is a methylated, and I cannot remember what they called it. There's some kind of process, but it's the most natural way of processing these vitamins. And what I will do is when we're done, maybe when I get to the office tomorrow, I will post the 2 videos that I watched and took notes on. 2 very important things to know about the XFactor Plus is 1, it contains vitamin A, and vitamin A, it is not a water-soluble vitamin. So if you have anybody that is pregnant or is wanting to get pregnant, please have them talk to their OBGYN because this is not, I think the first trimester, they cannot have this supplement. So please keep that in mind.
I'm playing with the bottle real quick and look at what it says right here if you can read it. Microbiome activating. What? I forgot.
Yay!
Go back information tab. I've been playing. And listen.
That's awesome. And I'll finish up on this one. The next vitamin that you need to be aware of that this product does have is vitamin K. Vitamin K helps absorb vitamin D. We're all insufficient in vitamin D because we don't, it's only, the only way that it can be processed into your body is by sunlight. And we all put all sunscreen on and we're very careful about being out in the sun. I live in Florida and I'm still low in vitamin D. I'm in fact getting my blood work done in about a month or 2. And we're going to see what my vitamin D levels are. They're always been low. And I'm out in the snow all the time. I know. I cannot wait until, because I've been taking this XFactor. So I'm like, let's see what happens. But with the vitamin, I know, with the vitamin K, though, what this ambassador was telling us is that it is a natural blood thinner. So if you have anybody that is taking blood thinning medications, please have them check with their pharmacist. And it's best to check with the pharmacist because then they can see how much vitamin K it's in and versus the medication that they are taking and see if it is something that they can take.
And it's 80 mcg or 100% DB, just so you know.
Cool.
I don't know
Awesome.
what that means, but it's on.
Either do I. Daily something, daily dose or?
Sounds good.
I'm not a nurse. Then we have a nurse in our team, so maybe she can fill us in with some of this stuff. But the X Factor is, it was amazing already, but we've just got some additional ingredients in it that are just going to blow everyone's mind. This one is used to protect. We keep talking about our microbiome and our gut being a garden or a pond. I think I did an analogy one time about a pond. We talk about weed, seed, feed, and protect. The X Factor helps protect those good bacteria that you put into your system. Because what does it say? The polyphenols help increase the good bacteria and decrease the bad bacteria. Nice. So the X Factor. That is about the X Factor.
Do we want to talk about the VitalBiome next?
Certainly, Eva.
There's, I have to tell you real quick, this VitalBiome, before Miss Kirsten gets all like textbook on us here. I love it because she does the research in case you didn't notice. I started taking this one time a day with everything else. The miracle pack is what I'm going to call. And I noticed I really started losing inches.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes. So
let me tell you about the VitalBiome, and maybe you can figure out why that might be happening. So the VitalBiome is the seed part of our gardening. We have the weed and we have the seed. So the VitalBiome actually puts in, it's a probiotic, and it puts in 8 specific bacteria that are good bacteria that you want in your gut system. And pardon me, because I'm going to be reading off my notes right now. So we already had the Probio 5, which we knew was a wonderful probiotic and has digestive enzymes. But at convention, they released this VitalBiome. And I'm sure Eva kind of felt the same way I did. And a lot of people in the audience, we have almost 15,000 ambassadors there, kind of wondering, well, we already had a good probiotic. What's this? Well, what has happened is they have found with this study, this has 20 billion CFUs of probiotics, and there's 7 strands and 1 yeast. There is 1 yeast that is good to have in our guts. It's clinically proven to reduce stress. Yay, that's what I need. Stabilize your cortisol. Now, you might have seen some posts that it talks about reducing cortisol. No, it stabilizes. So if you have too much, it will reduce. If you have too little, it will increase. It just gets that cortisol level stabilized.
Nice.
It relieves GI stress, and it reduces anxiety. So they found out that there are these certain strands of bacteria that help reduce these. And they did a clinical study over in Belgium. And in Belgium is the only place that has this intravenous, it's all test tubes and stuff, but it mimics the gut and it mimics your digestive system. So they can pull out samples during the process of going through your gut to find out, what is working, what's not, how much bacteria is in there, how much yeast, and yada, yada, yada. So what this does is it seeds your garden, your gut garden, and it gives you those good bacteria. Now, a lot of these probiotics out there on the market, they have tons and tons of bacteria. And there's only a few that are good to have in your system. But what happens with ours, we have the top good bacteria that you need in your gut system. Let's see. Oh, and they were saying this is also patent pending because the dosage in that study is the dosage that is in our VitalBiome. And if you notice, if you have gotten this and have already ordered it, if you notice, it's a kind of in a different kind of bottle. It's a little strange and a little different than the others. It's a little thicker. Now, if you notice, I believe, and honestly, I will tell you, I have not looked at the bottle, but I think on the bottle, there is an expiration date. Yeah, on the bottom is the expiration date. Mm-hmm. Guarantees that these probiotics will be active till that date.
And also, if you're traveling with this, take it in this container. Do not put it in your pocket or a little vitamin capsule thing that you carry. Mm-hmm. That's why it's so much thicker. It's very, very important. I have popcorn seeds in mine, but I was at a venue today and it was blown away. And when you use it, make sure you put that lid on there nice and tight. Don't just kind of, leave it on there, because it'll kill what's inside here, and you need it to get to your gut first.
In fact, this pill bottle, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is patent pending too.
Oh, yeah.
Process of the way they process the probiotics, it's freeze dried, so we don't have to have it refrigerated. I met someone that had used refrigerated probiotics, and it's like they had to go get it from the store, and they lived up in the northern end of the county, and they had to run home. They couldn't do anything else. They had to stop because there was a time frame that they could get home and get that stuff back in the refrigerator before it would start killing off bacteria. But this is patent pending. Leave the probiotics in here. Make sure that you put the top back on. And it'll keep them all live and active because they are active organisms in here. So that is our VitalBiome. And it repopulates, recolonizes your gut with the good bacteria. And when you have the good bacteria balanced in your gut, you make you happy. Because guess what hormone is made in your gut? Your serotonin. And that is your happy hormone. So that was your seed.
I also find that with this, sorry, I was just so excited I had to share. I don't get as agitated or irritated by people. And so I'm like, okay, this is for everyone's interest, not just mine. I take this VitalBiome. It's in everybody's best interest, people.
Yeah. I think if you know some grumpy friends or people that are always constantly in a bad mood, y'all can probably introduce them to some VitalBiome.
Yeah.
Make them happier.
Our ProBio 5, love this stuff.
ProBio 5.
Some more.
Okay, the ProBio 5. It's called ProBio 5 because there are 5. There's actually, and I've got to verify this, because one video says there's 5 bacteria in there, and then another one says there's 4 plus the yeast in there. But the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse are what we use to weed out our gut garden.
Okay.
If I'm not a gardener, I don't do very good with plants, but, everyone's familiar with on how to start a garden or even just have your grass grow. Yeah. You got to weed everything first. If you want to grow a garden with vegetables and fruits and flowers and stuff, you got to get those weeds out. And that's what the ProBio 5 does. It has 5 specific strands of bacteria that are the good bacteria that you need in your gut system. It also has digestive enzymes that help eat away. Tell me if I'm saying this correctly, Eva. Chitin? I think it's chitin is what it's called.
Pronounce it that way, people. It's spelled CHITOSANASE.
Well, that's the ingredient that eats away the chitin, but the chitin is like the exoskeleton of a cockroach or shrimp.
Are you talking about Candida? Chitin. I don't know that.
Yeah, the fungus. Yes, the outer molecules around. Eva will know that stuff. But this ingredient in here, the digestive enzymes in this Probio 5 help eat away that outer skeleton so those probiotics can go in and kill the bad bacteria and the yeast. And see if she's got it, because I know the ingredient is chutneys in the Probio 5. So let's see what else I've got on Probio 5. They're called the weeding agents. We need some bacteria and fungus, but too much leads to an imbalance, which is called gut dysbiosis. And you can Google that word and research some of the symptoms. And it's just like with your garden. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'll take, this Probio 5 and this Bio Cleanse for a little bit, get my gut clean, and then I can stop. Well, you don't do that with your garden. You can't weed it 1 week and then expect it to have no more weeds. You've got to take care of it and maintain it. And that is what this little guy does with Bio Cleanse, because we are constantly bombarded with toxins in our environment, toxins in our ingredients, and toxins in our cleaning agents. Medications that we take, it takes a year for your gut to recover from antibiotics. I just had to take antibiotics like 3 months ago because of a crown that I had on my tooth. And I really did not want to take those. But so now I know that I've got to get my gut balanced again.
I found the word. I want to see if it pronounce it for us. Chitin. Chitin is how she pronounced it.
Okay, chitin.
Chitin.
So almost got it right. Because isn't it spelled CH?
Yep.
Yeah, chitin. Okay, so it's kind of like the exoskeleton of a cockroach. I know you and I have posted that before a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And shrimp and like beetle bugs and stuff like that. So the ingredient in our Probio 5 eats away that exoskeleton so the good bacteria can go in there and kill all that bad stuff and get rid of it. Mm-hmm. So in addition, okay, and that was the Probio 5. And there's just, before we had the new VitalBiome, and some of y'all are kind of new and still working on some of these products, but since we only had the Probio 5, people were loading up on the Probio 5. They'd start with 1 and then work on 2. And then we'd tell them, oh, well, maybe you need to bump up to 3 or 4. I mean, I've known some people that have taken 6. I can't take 4 yet. That's just way too much for me. But what was happening is this Probio 5 was not meant to recolonize and repopulate the good bacteria. It doesn't have enough in there to do it. It was designed to kill off the bad stuff. Lori Harrison, who's one of our top ambassadors, she started posting because she calls it a Yankee toenail. If you know anybody that's got a nasty toenail, get them on that Probio 5. I guarantee it'll clear it up. And that's
the toilet brush.
Yes.
In there and scrapes everything off your intestinal wall, because we build up a plaque, and there's a famous guy, older guy. I'll have to think of his name. I'll come up with it maybe sometime before we get off here. He actually died because of the plaque on his intestinal wall.
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
Look it up. That's what I'll do.
But it's crazy. I mean, I can tell you, and Eva can probably agree with me, but before Plexus, I didn't know anything about my gut health. I was like, you live once. Let's go have fun. But after having my daughter, I'm like, I want to live a little bit longer, and I'm actually eating healthier. And for the local guys, for me, I'm sure you've seen some posts of your friends. There's an ice cream shop over in Gulf Shores, which is about 30, 45 minutes from here. They make ice creams in these huge mason jars, and it like overflows. My mom went with my daughter the other day with a friend. They sat in line for an hour and a half to get this ice cream. she took a picture. They didn't wait that long, but they took a picture of what someone was being served, and all I could say is yuck. It did not look appeasing to me at all. Before, my mouth probably would have watered and goes, oh my God, I want to go get one of those. And honestly, I have no desire to get anything like that. It's just nasty. I just think of all the sugar and all the yucky stuff. It just was not appealing. So yay, Plexus. Thank you. So off on a tangent, but that was our ProBio 5. It's a wonderful, and I highly suggest everyone start on that first before the VitalBiome. Let's get the bad stuff out of your gut first before you start repopulating it. Just like this garden analogy, you wouldn't go put in all your wonderful wildflower seeds or your watermelon seeds or your cucumber seeds when your whole garden is full of weeds. Because guess what's going to happen? The weeds choke out the good stuff. So let's start getting the bad stuff cleared out, and you're going to do that with the ProBio 5, killing it. And that's kind of like brushing the toilet or brushing your teeth. And then the next product that you will use is the BioCleanse. And honestly, guys, if you know of anybody that is constipated, and how can you tell if they're constipated? They feel bloated. They don't poop at least once to 3 times a day. If they don't do that, they are keeping all those toxins and that dead material in their bodies. BioCleanse is going to get it out, and it's going to be gentle. It's not going to be like some of these cleanses that people take, or when you get a colonoscopy that you've got to sit by the bathroom all day. It's a very gentle cleanse, and it naturally stimulates your natural process of relieving yourself. Let's see. What's another great thing about BioCleanse that one of the reasons I'm continually taking that, it helps reproduce collagen. And for us ladies, we like the collagen because you know why? It gets rid of the wrinkles.
Well, there are so many Plexus people who look younger after taking our products. And of course, getting your gut healthy is key, but I really do think it's the BioCleanse, and it oxygenates your body. Like,
mm-hmm.
I live in Colorado. I get all the oxygen I can get.
I mean, I've had compliments that people didn't realize how old I was, and some people have made compliments that I look younger than some people that are about 4 years younger than me. So yeah. I was like, well, thank you. That was nice. I appreciate that.
Alexis.
No, I know. So those were, the BioCleanse has the magnesium, and that is the ingredient that helps your body naturally get rid of all the stuff. And honestly, guys, if you are not going to the bathroom, and I don't just mean in number 1, but if you're not doing number 2 once or twice at least a day, you need to get on your back office and order that stuff.
So this is the flush. It flushes out all this. So the brush, flush.
Yes. Yes.
You need to be
awesome. Okay. So the last product. Drum roll, please. Our new Slim. Our new Slim.
And it comes in this awesome little packet.
I've been actually saving mine because I'm trying to figure out how to make a little purse with them. You know those bubblegum purses?
Girl, you can sell those. We're going to put Masha to work. She's going to be making us awesome bracelets.
I know. Okay, so the Slim is the feed part of our garden. So we have the weed section where we get all the bad stuff out, and we use the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse. Then we have the seed part of our garden that puts in the good bacteria, and that is the VitalBiome. Now we have the fertilizer, which is the Slim. And the Slim, yes, I love that sign. That's so pretty. We need to get shirts made with that.
Oh my God, I just saw Bling Square Yes, I'm going to get on that.
Yes. And I also love the thing, hashtag we love your guts.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I love that. So anyway, going back to Slim. The Slim has the same ingredients as the old Slim. It helps regulate your blood sugar levels. It helps regulate those lipid levels. It helps burn fat and not muscle. It tastes great, but it does not have as much sweetener in it. It still has the stevia, not as much, and it doesn't have the Lohan, which was also an additional sweetener. And some people I've noticed don't like, actually to me, the new Slim tastes a lot better with cold water, and it mixes wonderful with cold water. So I don't know if anyone's ever tried it, but if you don't like this taste, add just a little bit more stevia in it and see how that is. I don't think it'll hurt it. It'll add a little bit, a little bit more sweetness. But in addition to all the wonderful things that it already has done, we have added prebiotics. And you say, well, what is a prebiotic? Well, a prebiotic is a formulated fiber. It actually comes from corn. I did not know that. A non-GMO corn. So if you have people that are sensitive to corn, a lot of people don't even feel a difference. There might be a few people that might have a reaction. So just keep that in mind if someone has an allergy to corn. And I'm sure it's the processing that affects that. But the prebiotic feeds the good bacteria. And what is so amazing about our prebiotic, because it is the XOS, and I am not even going to pronounce the scientific name for that stuff.
No.
But it is clinically proven to increase some of these amazing good bacteria that we have in our gut. Let's see. Let me see. It increases the lactobacillus by 365 times. It increases the bifidobacteria by 290 times. It increases the Akkermansia 250 times. So you say, well, what's so great about that? Well, they found some studies that people that are leaner and thinner, they have a higher level of Akkermansia. And so the thought behind this is if we can get some people that are either overweight or have problems with their weight loss, more Akkermansia in their gut, then that will help change the whole balance of, I can't read that.
No. Was it closer? Better?
Sorta. I got to squint to see it. Sorry.
Well, maybe some of our friends that are, I don't know. But it's that big long word. Zob. Yeah. XOS.
Oh, the XOS? Yeah, you pronounce that. Yeah, I'm not going there. So it's amazing because it fertilizes these wonderful, great bacteria that we need to have in our gut. I mean, everyone knows there are thousands and millions and all kinds of different kinds of bacteria, but there are specific bacteria that are good that we need to have in our gut that help our gut function correctly. Yes. And what's so amazing is that our products focus on those good bacteria. So let's see. They were talking about there's a nerve. It's called the vagus nerve that goes between the brain and the gut. And that's the highway. And I know everyone's heard people say that our gut is our second brain. It is true. And over 2,000 years ago, who is it? Oh gosh, what's that guy's name? Hippocrates? Yeah, over 2,000 years ago, he said all disease begins in the gut. Well, guess what? He was right. Our gut creates our happy hormone. Our gut helps absorb our minerals and vitamins that we need to have a healthy and functioning body. It's just incredible. I'm just like so blown away. I mean, there's still so much to learn, but I am still just so blown away about the direction that our company is going with gut health.
So
because,
because what?
I was just going to say, because if your gut's not healthy, you're not going to be healthy. You can there's such a wide variety of people that deal with all kinds of health issues. And I bet you a lot of them can be fixed. I won't say fixed, can be helped with gut balance. And we can do that.
Or your alternative from taking these amazing products. I love playing Vanna. This is a great rule for me. Is taking a pill that they take someone's feces and get the acromencia from and put it in a capsule and you can swallow that. I'd much rather.
Poop pill.
Yes.
No.
Can you imagine? I mean, like, I guess if I were dying, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd rather take a natural supplement than a poop pill.
The scientist talked about that at the TED Talk, talking about a fecal pill, and they are out there. They take the fecal matter of a good balance. Yeah.
I gotta say something. So y'all know how it is when you get a pill stuck right there?
Oh, don't go there.
Right there. Just saying. We've all had it happen.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Poop. Yeah, because she took a pill. Literally. Ew.
Oh.
You're welcome, visual people. You're welcome.
And not only the poop pill, but there's another way to get it in there. And I'm not going to go there. You can use your imagination. So I'll take my Plexus products. Thank you very much.
I am good. And I have to say, you know what, you guys, this doesn't happen overnight. Okay, so this is my little tangent because I didn't know I was irregular and that I was constipated and bloated. I had no idea. I've always been a bigger woman. And so I had no idea what bloating was. I didn't know what it was until I got rid of it. And it came back and I'm like, oh my God, that's what bloating is. Like, you know, all your friends, oh, I'm so bloated. I'm like, girl, I'm just big. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So honest to God, yeah, I'm going here, TMI. So if you don't want to hear it, turn it off now. But my bowel movements, yes, I love talking about poop, have gotten less stinky, more consistent. And if you look on that little poop chart, I went from the extreme 1 or the extreme, I don't know what it is, 8 or whatever, where it's diarrhea, to like the perfect, oh, I'm so excited. Like, I had no idea, you guys, when you have a perfect poo, your belly knows because it smiles, because it feels so good, because you know you're excreting all that icky waste. So think about it, 4 years. That sounds like a long time, but it's not, because it took me 34 years to build that crap up, literally. Get it? Okay. I can attest, after 4 years of taking these amazing products, how happy my gut is. And I can feel it and unfortunately see it. And I don't smell it anymore. So, happy.
Oh. That's awesome. See, we're just a bunch of happy people.
Oh, shucks.
So y'all remember about the weed, feed, seed, and protect. We weed with the ProBio and the BioCleanse. We seed with the VitalBiome. We feed with the Slim. And we protect with the XFactor Plus. So if y'all have any other questions, feel free to get in touch with us. We will answer them. We will find the answer. Keep doing the great work y'all are doing if y'all have any questions. And honestly, guys, think of 3 people that you know that have some type of health issue and let us know. Just send us a message. Say, oh, yeah, I've got a friend that's got blah, 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 blah. And we can help you introduce and share Plexus with them. We're not selling it. I want to see everybody be healthy. So that is my goal. And I'm going to share Plexus with everyone.
And wouldn't you rather take a preventative health supplement than go to the doctor and get a pill? I know I would. So on that note, thank you for letting me talk to you about my TMI tonight. I had a great time, and I hope you guys got something out of this, because little Kirsten over here, she's awesome. She rocked her researching all that. I was just going to talk about what it did for me. I wasn't going to go into all the scientific, but she covered amazing stuff tonight. So thank you.
You can tell I'm the blue-green personality.
I'm the blue party. And if you don't know what we're talking about, everyone has a color. It's based on your personality. So if you're interested, we could, do you remember the guy's name? I see him, bald little guy.
Big Al.
Yes, Big Al. Yep. He can color code you, and you can color code yourself by taking his little test. So
yeah,
definitely blue. Obviously, I like shiny items, cars, toys, and surprises.
Awesome. Okay, guys, y'all have a wonderful evening, and we will see y'all again shortly.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.